Эй, все приветствую на канале RuTuBe, Денис, это Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Мы расследуем убийство Чертана. Ну как расследуем, так пытаемся.
Right. I found out all I...
That fast? Go and find some more evidence.
Понажимал уже что-то.
That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to do. That bastard. We're stuck here because of him. I hope Musa will know what to
Ты
do.
на живых. Нифига себе, водолеты.
Hey, you better get your paws out of there. Give up!
Easy! I surrender!
I've got it in the time, and if I don't...
Wait a minute. I just want to...
That's not but fine, but don't...
Ну а как мне проникнуть-то? А.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozov said...
Ah, to hell with Grozov. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinja sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozov poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
But wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? I may not be as learned as you, but I do know how much herb Paris to put in a potion to make someone fall asleep but not die.
Excellent, my friend. Maybe we can manage this together. The first thing to do is to go to Chetan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
You have a whole book just about poisons? Where did you get it?
I bought it on my way here, in Moravia. I have not yet had time to study it properly, but please, do not mention it to anyone. It would not look good.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that. Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no idea. But what I do know is that we will not get anywhere if we suspect. Who do you think is the prime suspect at this moment?
I heard Sir Grozov couldn't stand Chertan.
I have heard the same. And did you notice how quickly he accused me?
Well, what do you think?
I think it must be someone from here. A stranger would have been noticed. What is more, most people are not allowed up to the powder store, and I would bet that it was one of us who was there at the time. And because it cannot be you, me, or Katz, that leaves Grozov, Stephen, and the two guards. Someone should question them all. Maybe their statements will give something away.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer, and I just helped you escape? You'd be long gone before Grozov found out.
Thank you for the offer. But look at me. My appearance is a little conspicuous. And even if I did get away by some miracle, they would punish you and Katz instead of me. I cannot allow that.
right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything, and forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. I suppose the murderer surprised him and didn't give him a chance to defend himself. Ah, what a stench! He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ah, some poisons are so strong that the body tries to expel them. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Cherton. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Several stab wounds in the belly, all close together and very deep. The murderer definitely knew what he was doing, though that hardly narrows down the field in an army camp. Well, almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He threw up on himself, he had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Good doggy. Good boy.
Поцелую смерти.
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa what I've learned.
Stop where you are! We're after you!
За что?
Easy! I surrender!
Ah, here, you've been loitering around where... Don't think we're... You've been a... You'll pay a...
How dare you! Do you have any idea?
Oh, What are you doing in there?
Да
I'll
блядь.
give it to you, you bastard! Give up!
All right! You caught me. I surrender.
Wanted to...
I'm very...
What are you...
I was...
Well, what...
Good day.
And with you.
Мне лишь только свое забрать.
I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know? Or
Знаю.
not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book. But if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the two guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend. Who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming.
Эту историю уже слышал хер знает сколько
The
раз.
Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves luckily.
Да,
that
да.
is, luckily for me. And I managed to persuade the Sultan. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for it. But let us just say that King Sigismund, instead of making me his counselor,
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend. But I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here, and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Подожди, а лошадь моя... Ай. И где мне теперь искать эту херобору? Как она называлась-то, блядь? Вот так вроде. Дебилизм просто конченый. Зачем он забрал... Как он забрал с лошади мою херню? Я не понимаю. Как, блядь? Чё? Эту книжку надо будет попозже почитать.
I swear to God, I'll kill the cook. Please don't. Then one of us.
У него там записка была.
What is this strange letter? Nothing good, I'm sure.
Тысяча грошей.
How did a common soldier get so much money? Something stinks here. The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt. Hold on. Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Nothing out of the ordinary. No, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Beautiful, but empty. No poison. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. There's nothing here. Moose is definitely not to blame.
You silly doggy. Give up.
Easy! I surrender!
Ah, the time. And if I don't,
Wait a I just wanted to buy...
that's but fine. But don't.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozov's fallen on hard times. How could anyone drink all this? At least he hasn't had to sell his armor to buy booze yet. Grozov doesn't strike me as a keen reader. Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? Could we talk about
Why? Musa is under lock and key, and the king's deputy himself is coming for him. Leave me in peace, or you might end up like him.
But sir, we both know whatever happened with the poison wine, Musa can't have stabbed Chertan. I want to find out who else is involved in this. After all, you too could be in danger till this is all cleared up. I just have a couple of questions. I won't keep you long. You'll see.
Oh, get on with it then, for fuck's sake. But if you think you can persuade me to let Musa go, you're out of luck.
How come you got to the site of the stabbing so quickly?
My tent is right next to it, you rat-faced half-wit. I heard Chertan yelling and I went to take a look.
Did you notice anything strange?
Like what, a stabbed man?
Maybe you saw someone acting strangely around there?
No. I gave a clear order that nobody unauthorized is allowed up here. It's bad enough that you're here. Is there anything else? Or can I have some peace at last?
Were you there when Chertan was poisoned?
No, not at that moment. When I arrived, Chertan was already dead, and Musa was standing over him, white as a sheet. Well, paler than usual.
Had Chertan been behaving strangely recently?
No more than usual.
Did he mention having any conflicts with anyone?
Apart from me, you mean? I don't know how you imagine it, but we don't exactly go round holding hands here.
I took a look at the powder store where they found Chertan. I noticed it was unlocked. Someone forced the lock and moved the barrels of powder around.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it almost looks like someone went there to steal. Do you have any idea who it might have been?
What the fuck are you trying to suggest?
I hear you like a game of dice. That must be good for morale. A commander who hangs out with common soldiers. But I'm sure you don't play for money, do you? Losing to yokels wouldn't look good, I reckon.
You know about that, do you? All right. I like to gamble now and again. And it's true, I don't have much luck. But stealing, I'm a nobleman. Just because I had to sell off a few pieces of land, everyone at court treats me like a leper all of a sudden.
So why would Sigismund put you in charge of the camp?
As punishment. Stuck here with all this riffraff, supplies running thin, pay nowhere to be seen, and to cap it all, it's dull as fuck. A nice recipe for trouble. And that's just what that royal horse son is counting on. Oh, he can't...
So, you don't know anything about the black powder?
Nothing. And you don't know anything about me, got that? One word and you'll be sorry.
Do you know anyone who might want to kill Chertan?
Who wouldn't? He was a smug, ill-mannered bastard. Though I have to admit, I'm surprised it was the Sawbones Musa who killed him.
Well, how could he have? He was with me and Katz when Chertan was stabbed.
So he was in league with someone. How do I know?
I found a paper signed by you in Chertan's tent. It says you owe him money.
What? Give it here.
You can take it. I've got it memorized anyway.
Then I'd advise you to forget it again, and sharpish.
Is that why you were always quarrelling? Over money?
There is no deed of debt. Got that, you little rat? If you say a word of this to anyone, I'll have you skinned alive.
Во. Моя жертва убежала. Сейчас хочу до Катрины сходить. А где Катрина?
We have to talk.
I hope it's important. The less we're seen together, the better.
Oh, you bet it's important. Someone poisoned Chertan, the Cuman's commander.
All right, that is bad. Damn it! You're not involved in this, are you?
No. But I have to find the murderer. Kat said he won't set off for Sedlets until it's cleared up.
That old sod? He's never gonna get off that lazy arse of his.
Musa said that Chertan was poisoned with wine you brought to the infirmary. It's not your doing, is it?
Do you think I'm stupid enough to spoil my own plans?
Was there anything strange about that wine?
It's the same gut rot everyone in the camp drinks.
Musa said it looked cloudy.
I don't know anything about that. It was clear when I took it to him. Oh, unless...
Unless someone mixed some poison into it. I think I know how Chertan was poisoned.
Good work, Henry. You're too smart to be a soldier, but like every man, you prefer boasting to hard work. Go and find that murderer so we can get out of here. Shishka is waiting for us.
Well.
За что меня опять разыскивают? Мне надо сдаться по-хорошему, чтобы... Чтобы на меня не наложился когда-нибудь дебаф, знаешь, типа я иду такой, весь молодец, а меня потом стражник останавливает такой: а что ты тут делаешь, пес, а? И начинается заваруха какая-нибудь. Ну вот я не хочу, чтобы так было.
Careful.
surrender now.
All right. You caught me. I surrender.
You're a want. You'll pay.
Wait a minute. I just wanted to...
That's not. But fine. But don't.
А где эти лохи? Точнее, лох.
I'd like to ask a couple of questions about Chertan's murder.
I have a couple of questions of my own. What actually happened? Kat said Chertan is dead and Musa's locked up.
It's even more complicated than that. But I don't have time to explain it to you now. I need to ask you a couple of questions.
Go ahead and ask then, but quietly, damn it. I don't want anyone to know about it.
Where were you when Chertan was poisoned?
Where do you think? In my tent. After I helped take him to the infirmary with Musa, I went my own way.
Well, you just went off to have a nap.
No, I doubled the guard, drew up the orders for tomorrow, and made sure nobody was allowed to leave the camp. When something like this happens, people like me have lots to do all of a sudden.
It was you who came to tell us that Chertan had been stabbed, wasn't it? How did you get involved in the first place?
Me? I was close by, that's all. My tent is right below the palisade.
Я разгадал, как это
When
все
the two
произошло.
guards found Chertan, they ran to get me.
Короче, он тот хер, который в палатке был.
The two guards said otherwise. They said they found
Я скажу.
Chertan and were discussing what to do when you turned up. By yourself.
Is that what they said? It's possible. I can't remember now. It all happened so fast. And anyway, how am I supposed to remember all this shit? Maybe I heard them and went to see what was going on.
Are you sure you don't want to tell me what really happened?
All right. You want the truth, so I'll tell you the truth. In fact, I really was up top. It's because I had to keep an eye on you.
Me? Why, for Christ's sake?
You really don't know? You may have been given our colours, but you're still a stranger. I didn't want you running around unsupervised. But it seems you're a decent fella, so don't fuck it up now.
Короче, вон тот хер, который задолжал денег этому Чертану, у него это колыбельная была вроде, да? Или как? Индра еще подсказку дал, когда мы его в лагере шарились. В палатке. Он подсыпал стражникам эту херню, стражники выпили дерьмо это и заснули. Этот хуй захерачил его, возможно, даже налил перед этим снадобье, вино, захреначил его, позвал на всех на помощь. Эти прибежали, отнесли его в палатку и знают, что врач будет их как бы поить, ну, пытаться отпоить вином. Там же написано, типа, давать вино или что-то такое, или что. Ну, он не написано, короче. Врач сам сказал, что, типа, вино помогает от болезни, типа. Вот. Они знали, что он будет отпаивать, потому что он всем дает. И отравили, и все.
Tell me more about the storage space.
What about it? There's a cannon and some powder there. We built it a few days after we arrived because it's a good idea to keep that kind of stuff safe. If it blew up, the whole place would be blown to smithereens. And if someone didn't happen to set fire to it, someone else might have robbed it. Folk are like magpies.
Oh, except for you, the crow.
Very droll. Never heard that one before. Aye, but now I'll ask you something. Who do you think did it?
Well, it's too soon to be certain. So everyone is a suspect. To tell the truth, there's something about your story that doesn't feel right.
My story? Fuck. Henry, why would I want to kill Chertan?
I don't know. I'm just saying that everyone is a suspect.
Well, you better be fucking certain before you try landing me in the shit. Got that?
I've been doing a lot of thinking about Chertan's murder.
What's that got to do with me?
Well, it's just that I found a couple of interesting things in your tent. Isn't there something you should tell me?
No. And get off my back.
Look, either you tell me everything, or I'll go and get cats, and we'll do it the hard way. It's your choice.
Christ, no. Don't go anywhere. What was it you said?
You know something about the murder, don't you?
Maybe a little. But I don't want word to get out, all right?
Опа.
Why would anyone kill Chertan anyway?
Maybe it wasn't about Chertan. Maybe someone wanted to do something in the ammunition store. But Chertan turned up, so he had to kill him.
In the ammunition store? What would anyone be doing there?
Trying to blow it sky high.
What? What good would that do anyone?
It might make him very rich. Let's say Sigismund has a lot of enemies who are planning something big. It will start in Italy, I hear, and it'd come in very handy if someone gave the king a setback before that. He'd lose allies there, and here his camp goes to shit. There's sure to be dozens of saboteurs all over the empire, just like the one here.
I should probably report you. But I've got a much better idea. Let's say I'm not a great supporter of Sigismund. What if we were to help each other out?
That doesn't sound bad. Let me finish my work. We can put the blame for Chertan's murder on Grozav. I can't stand that fucker anyway.
What, accusing an innocent man? But he'll be executed.
Better him than me. So, can we make a deal?
And what if I refuse?
It's a bit late for that now. I have a poisonous plant here. Take it and put it in the chest in Grozav's tent. At the trial, we'll say he used it to poison Chertan. And if you don't want to end up like Chertan, you'd do well not to mention me to anyone. Is that clear?
Сейчас у меня еще есть... Хочу одно место посмотреть. Ну не это. Вот здесь стражники были. Они пили. Не показывают никаких новых улик. Сейчас я поговорю с этим, с Додиком. Скажу так и так, потому что... Хотя я лучше пошел тогда к... этому Херленду, Дмитрий Кац. И все расскажу.
I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
That fast? You're yanking my pizzle. Go and find some more evidence. So see...
God give you health, sir.
Right. I found out all I could.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Musa is innocent.
Christ, Henry, be quiet.
And who might you be?
That is Henry, sir. One of my best soldiers. He just doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut.
Let him speak then. I'm sure he has something very important to tell us. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Sir, people don't murder each other for no reason. They murder mostly for revenge or profit. And Musa had no motive. You can ask everyone in the camp. Musa never had any quarrel with Chertan.
But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by our corporal, Stephen, known as Crow.
What? Me? Fucking hell, Henry.
Crow? That one with the mustache?
That's right, sir. He's Katz's right-hand man. I bet they're both mixed up in it.
Nobody asked for your opinion, but I am eager to hear yours, lad. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
Crow broke in and was going to set fire to it. But Chertan caught him in the act. A fight broke out, and that's how it ended.
Set fire to it? Do you think I'm mad? Where's your proof?
I spoke to the guards who were on duty that night. They told me when they found Chertan's body, Crow just turned up all of a sudden. But he tried to tell me that the guards called him.
Is that all you've got against me? The testimony of two drunks? What if they did it and trying to put the blame on me?
Those two didn't do anything. The blood's on your hands.
Stop all this shouting! Listening to peasants like you two is painful. So keep it short and to the point. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Crow helped carry Chertan. He must have poured it down his throat on the way.
Sir Musa, did you see anything like that?
No, sir. It was not even possible. We had enough trouble carrying Chertan.
Ha! Even if that happened to be true, where would I have got the poison?
You brewed it yourself. I found rosewater, nails, and oak bark in your tent. Stuff used to brew a poison called Kiss of Death. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
You fucker! I don't have any of those things!
That's enough! I've heard all I need to know. Cats, I hereby convict that corporal of yours for murder.
What?
Sir Grossoff, have a gallows erected.
Leave me alone!
Don't make this harder than it need be. We could have you tortured, too.
You whoresons! Just try and catch me! Now you're gonna get it!
Oh, rip your ass over!
Well, Lord Stieberitz. I'd say we've cleared everything up.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
You needn't have been afraid of that. Your sort get hanged. It's a waste of a blade.
I wouldn't laugh so much if I were you. You aren't up to running the...
What? I didn't do anything.
Exactly. And look where you're inactive.
You can't do that.
Indeed, I will live in the royal tent.
It's all yours. We won't be staying much longer anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because...
Good work, lad.
Вот, как-то так. Хорошо, что все хорошо заканчивается, да?
My humble respect.
I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention.
Greetings to you, friend.
Хотя не знаю, правильно я ли поступил, но мог того подставить. Собаку сигизмундовскую замочить, да?
It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the Cuman's asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
А у меня есть там время книжку прочитать одну небольшую?
Careful.
Так, книги. Жизнь в корчме. На этом завершу серию, начну новую. Ну а вы подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки и до новых встреч. Пока-пока.